In our last video, we briefly discussed about the Operation V. I showed the three main mobile suits of the project, which included a gun tank in it. And that got me thinking about this thing I found on the web.
The White Base Catapult.
I thought it looks awesome. I think I need this for my Operation V trio. More so it's for the HG144 scale, which is perfect. So I looked it up and I thought of buying one. I just can't afford it for now. It's quite expensive. If I bought it, I'd just probably look at it, maybe for a month, then get tired of it, and maybe hide it in a box to give space for my newer kits, because I don't have much display space to begin with, but I really kinda wanted it, so I thought, why don't I make one instead? I just like to thank all of the subscribers in this channel, because we reached 1,000 subs and that means so much to me, and thank you very much for that. This video is to celebrate that, and I think it's the right time to start making this series along with the Appreciating Gunpla series that we're doing. And for anyone who misses Edward, the AI voice that we're using on the previous videos, I think it's appropriate for me to personally speak on videos of this type. I was already planning to do some easy craft videos for a long time, but I think now is the time to start it, and with the White Base Catapult Deck to start. And I'm sorry if it takes a long time for me to upload videos like this because, you know, I'm also busy with other stuff like work, responsibilities, but I really like doing these kind of things. It's my hobby. Seeing it being viewed by you guys really makes me happy, so thank you very much. Anyway, back to the video. I really wanted to have this, but I just decided to make one myself. What will I be using? I'm going to use some black foam board. You could buy these on some art supply shops, and I bought mine on a local bookstore. I'll be using these because I wanted the edges to be dark like the outlines on a drawing. And as for the textures, I'll be using stickers. I'm mainly creating papercraft style dioramas, like foam board kits like this. So my creations would mainly be consisted of just basic shapes, and the textures will be provided by the stickers in which the textures will be printed on. Because I don't have a device that would be able to print on a large foam board piece, that would be more expensive than just buying the set itself. Some of you would surely say, why not just 3D print it? Oh, I would want that too, but for now, I really don't have the time and resources to do so, and my 3D sculpting capabilities are basically limited to programs that I use, and it's just SketchUp. Maybe in the future, maybe make some custom weapons, or maybe my own robot collectible. Anyway, we will be using these pictures of the product as reference. So what we'll do is we'll take the height of the RX-78-2 and we'll base the size of the catapult deck off of it. The size of the Gundam stands at this height, so we'll put it here. And there's already a side view pic of this, so we'll base the shape of our catapult deck off of this pic and trace it. And also do it on the other side of the catapult. Alright, now we have the basic shape. Now let's do the same for these things. And done. And also we'll put a slit here for the launching pad so we can move it. And there it is. I think this is enough for the basic shape of our catapult deck, and now let's move on to textures. I don't want to turn it into a 1:1 imitation, so I'm going to make my own design. We'll not just simply draw the textures, but we'll also add depths as well, so the shadows would be more visible when you render it or export it into image, and when you print it on paper, it's more convincing. And also for future use, perhaps for 3D printing too, so we already have the protrusions and the textures ready for 3D print compatibility. The texture's done. What I did here is I color-coded the portions, so it would be easier for me to identify which part is which when I try to apply the textures on the pages, because if I put, for example, this large part here on paper, it wouldn't fit on an A4 sized paper, so we had to divide the parts, and this could also be used as the guide when we try to assemble it later. Now let's arrange these into printable paper sizes. A4 is the common one, so we'll print these into that size. I don't have a printer myself here in my table, so I'll be asking my wife, who runs a small printing business, to print it for me. But the thing is, I really want to have it pre-cut so it will be more precise and less messy. But the only paper cutter machine that my wife has is this Cameo brand, and the foam board is just too thick for it to cut. I don't have a laser cutter too, so we'll just have to do it on the sticker paper. And as for the foam board, we'll resort to the more traditional manual cutting. The good thing is that the foam board is soft and easy to cut with cutters and is inexpensive. I was originally opting for the PVC board, but it's quite pricey, and the black foam board was readily available at the shop where I bought it. Now that we have the main ingredients, let's slap these stickers into the foam board and start cutting. I'm going to use the cutters instead of hobby knives, because hobby knives tend to get dull faster when cutting on large areas, such as these foam boards. And also apologies if my cutting skills are not perfect. And as for the manipulators here, when I tried putting them, they just easily break because of how brittle the foam board is if they're cut into small parts. Okay, it's quite decent. It's not the best, but it's at least passable. At least for me. It looks simple, but it gets the job done. A sweet Operation V White Base Catapult Deck for my Operation V HG Gunpla. Alright, if you reached it here, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you like this White Base Catapult, I am going to upload a template of this catapult on my FB page for free. Perhaps later because I'm still setting the things up, so be sure to go back and check the description here later. Maybe I'll do a Patreon later for special templates, I don't know, but for now it's free. I'll put the link later on the video description. And also please consider hitting the like and follow on the page as well. It would help me grow the page because there's currently 2 people following it, probably my parents, because I don't know how they'd find my page. Anyway, it gives me more motivation to make more of these, and I also do music for these videos myself, which I also quite enjoy doing. Well, maybe next time we'll do some diorama sets in this style. Also, more importantly, please consider liking and subscribing to this channel if you like this video. I plan on making more videos like this in the future, so share it with your friends or your fellow gunpla enthusiasts, and I'd appreciate it very much if you do. And once again, thank you very much, and see you next time.